Ready to make a difference? This is the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce podcast, where we connect you with the stories behind our local businesses.
Hey, welcome to the Palm Harbor Chamber podcast. Guess who we have here? Mr. John Alfè from That Game Show Place. He even has his shirt on today.
Got the shirt on today.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me. This is
right.
going to be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll through this about 30, 40 minutes, maybe 3 hours. Who knows?
Who knows?
Anyways, tell me a little more about you, John.
Well, me personally, originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I lived there till I came down here November 1st. I always remember because it was my father's birthday, November 1st, 2017.
Okay.
So I'm going on 8 years here in Florida.
Awesome.
Started out in Indian Shores and then worked my way over to Palm Harbor.
Okay.
And moved to Palm Harbor in 2020 and decided to join the chamber in 2020, 21, about that time. It was late, it was mid-year that I moved here, so sometime joined the chamber. But just been an entrepreneur, business owner most of my life. And when I'm not working, I like to play golf horribly, but you know, one good hole brings you back for 18 more.
It's one good shot.
Yeah,
usually.
one good shot. Yeah, exactly. So I like to do that.
Good.
I like to watch sports and just like to get out, out and about. I'm, active kind of guy.
Okay. So we've been talking for almost a minute, and you haven't said that you're an Eagles fan. So I'm
Well,
just waiting for it.
All right, we'll do it. Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, I am an Eagles fan. We like to banter back and forth about that.
I'm a Cowboys fan, so we got some knuckles hitting each other. That's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all in good fun.
Absolutely.
All in good fun. It's only a game.
That's good.
But yeah, definitely an Eagles fan. I like Philadelphia sports, so
So what brought you to Palm Harbor, though? Because I said you went to Indian Shores first.
Right. So went to Indian Shores first. Love the area. In fact, when I go back there, I'm like, oh man, what did I move out of this area for? But it was where I lived. It was a small neighborhood, and decided wanted to upgrade the house, and so was tooling around and just saw some of my real estate agent friends, and I also knew that Palm Harbor is a great place to live when there's a hurricane. So that was a deciding factor.
Now you figured that out.
Yeah, value. Yeah.
Well, thereafter.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I knew all of Pinellas County. Loved the area, and but wandered up to Palm Harbor, fell in love with it, and decided to make it home.
I remember you showing up at the Palm Harbor Chamber. I want to say it was the Palm Harbor Library that I might have met you the very first time.
Yeah, probably Coffee and Connections.
Yeah, I think that was just past COVID, like 2020, 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
You know.
At least Florida's version of COVID, because we opened up earlier than most others.
Yeah, it was
so,
a little bit different out here. It was like everybody's on vacation for a while and what have you, but there was still business going on, and I don't think we really stopped. We maybe slowed down for a couple weeks, but we just kept the bearings moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and speaking of my family and friends back in Philadelphia, they were like,
lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown, and here I am. I'm out. Hey. Well, you go to a outdoor bar or a restaurant, and everybody's having a good time, and they were like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well,
you're not allowed
we're
to
Florida."
do that.
Yeah, it was a lot different down here.
We're boating, we're fishing, we're golfing.
We were, and that's
social distancing, right?
We did it correctly. That's what makes Florida great.
Yes,
and Palm Harbor is a jewel in Florida, because I used to I owned property in Vero Beach for a time. I lived out that way.
Coast,
East Coast is great. Vero is probably the best, in my opinion, the best East Coast city, but the West is the best. And
I think so. It's very interesting you said that. I visited probably in the last 50 years that I've lived in Florida. East Coast is a little bit different.
It's a lot different.
It's a lot different.
It's a lot different.
And,
not horrible.
No,
but not as good.
Right.
Not as good.
For whatever reason.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit more about That Game Show Place.
All right. Well, That Game Show Place.
I love it. I love going there. It's so much fun.
The grand scheme of it all is that Game Show Place it's a private party facility where you can book 1, 2, 2.5, sometimes even 3-hour parties. And it's not like you don't have to worry about public walking in on your party. It's private.
Right.
All the parties are private, and you play TV style game shows.
Yeah.
Our versions of like Family Feud.
Love it.
Wheel of Fortune.
Love it.
The Pyramid Game.
Love it.
The Whammy. The Whammy Game.
Love it.
All of them, yeah.
They're all great.
And a couple that
charades, great.
Yeah. And a couple that we invented on our own.
Right.
Speed Trivia is always a popular one there. But
that one's hard, man.
It's difficult.
Because
when
you
you're
gotta pay attention.
And when you're sitting in the audience, you're like, "How did you get that wrong?" But when you're up there, you're like, "Oh my God, I freeze!
100%.
Yeah. But it was actually invented by my business partners, Jonathan Page and Monique Perez, and they were actually up in Long Island. And as a result, we were talking about COVID. As a result of the lockdowns, they decided to come down to Florida. And it was originally Tampa game night, and it was just the two of them, and they would travel to bars and restaurants and do
because they were mobile.
Exactly.
They were
100% mobile. 100% mobile. And then I had the pleasure a couple of years ago to run for and become Palm Harbor's honorary mayor.
Awesome.
And Jonathan was like my campaign manager. He was helping me out.
Right.
And I did a lot of fundraisers.
Yes, you did. You were phenomenal at that. I don't mean to cut you off, but you did a very, very thorough job.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a lot of Jonathan's help because he's great with creating those public parties and things like that. So we brought a lot of Palm Harbor people in to raise funds.
Yeah.
The first year I was mayor, I raised funds for the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yes, you did.
At the time, I was selling health insurance, and a lot of my agents were veterans. So that helped raise a lot of funds.
Yeah. Perfect caveat, right, for that.
Yeah, and then the second year, I was raising money for the Feast Food Pantry.
Right.
And so that was more of a local entity that I could raise money for. But back to that game show place. So it was Tampa game night, and they were traveling, Monique and Jonathan. And so as a result of them helping me become the mayor, we were sitting around. We became really good friends, the three of us, and we were talking and like, yeah, we should do this like where instead of us going to the people, have the people come to us. And Jonathan was looking for an investor, and I said, I'm ready. So the three of us got together.
It all happened for a reason.
Exactly. It all happened for a reason. It's a great statement because, met Jonathan and Monique, and we created that game show place. We're located at Klosterman and Route 19 right there where Palm Harbor starts getting into Tarpon, but we are Palm Harbor entity.
East side, right across the street from St. Pete College.
Exactly. Yes, and so that's where we are, and we're blessed. It has been a great year and a half. We've been open for 18 months now, and we host these parties, and it can be a birthday party, it can be your HOA wants to get together with a group of people. A lot of team building events with businesses. We do a lot of team building events.
That's great.
It's so fun. And honestly, you may have heard me say this before. I sound like a broken record, but I love what I do because I get to watch people have fun.
I know.
It's just fun watching people having fun.
I know.
And some of the comments that we get from past clients are, it's the first time I ever turned my phone off for 2 hours and didn't care and had no clue what was going on with my phone.
Because you were having so much fun.
They were having so much fun, and it went by so fast. And as a result, we've had repeat clients. We have some corporate clients that just book every month because it's a great team builder. It's great for, just like I said, your family, friends, or even your business.
Right. You know what I like about that game show place?
Join the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce to boost your network, attend exclusive events, and support local businesses.
Is you walk through the doors, and you have the first kind of section where you have to pay, and you do all your disclosures. And you got the popcorn and the candies.
The lobby,
You got the photo booth over here. And everybody's kind of, okay, well, I'm ready to get going here.
Yeah.
And everybody's kind of just very subtle. Right?
And if I could interrupt you too, a lot of people think that's where the party's going to be.
That's what I'm getting
and they're
at.
like, all right, this is good.
That's
this is
great. That's the fun part. They're like looking around. They're not sure.
Like, how's this going to work?
How is this going to work?
Yeah.
So kind of a small room.
Yep.
And then people start to look and go, oh, there's the curtain.
Something going on back there.
Back.
Yeah.
And when you walk through that curtain, and you guys have it set up so nice, the tables and the chairs.
Yes.
You got all your audio, video in the back.
Right.
All your TVs and the setup, what you're looking at while you're playing the games is great.
It's amazing, yeah.
It is really nice.
The idea was to actually create like as if you were in a television studio.
Right.
That you were really on a TV game show.
Right.
And that's the experience that people walk away with.
Absolutely.
And they're just like, wow, this is like, because
the
kind of
audio is really good.
Yeah, the
It's
audio,
like
the
almost
video,
listening
the
to a concert.
buzzers, the lighting and everything. Because a lot of people, it's almost like, a lot of people go to like these escape rooms.
Yeah.
So that you're going into a room like an escape room, but this is so interactive.
Yes.
And a lot of people, nothing against escape rooms, but they're like, okay, I've done that. There's no reason to do it again.
Right. Yeah.
But with us, it's like you want to come back because it's like, oh, I didn't do so well. I know I can be smarter next time. And so it's fun.
I cracked under pressure.
Yes, the competition is just so fun.
I think I've been there. I'm gonna say it's 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
you've been there
8,
a lot.
9 times, right?
We appreciate
I know
that.
I know other people in the chamber that have been there much more.
Yeah.
Because they have team building, they have bigger businesses and what have you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And we get those repeat clients, and especially like for team builders and things like that with the businesses that come back, and it's great when they say, it was actually there's two groups of people. There's people, oh yeah, I've been here before, I love it, we're coming back. Then it's amazing how as much we've done in the last 18 months, there's so many people that have never heard of us.
Exactly.
Or they've heard, but
you're great on social media though.
And that's Jonathan. Jonathan's great there.
They're very good at social media.
Yes.
The Instagram, the Facebook, and so on and so forth. It's been so.
And recently we started doing, it's called the $2 question, where we actually go to like First Friday in Tarpon, and we go to different chamber, like other chambers and their events, any kind of outdoor event. We just grab somebody, hey, you want to win some money? And we rattle off like 6 or 7 trivia questions. Everyone they get right, they get $2, and give them, information about what we're doing. And we were at the Hero Fest a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, you were.
And it just, every time we're out in the public, whenever you say you want to win money, you attract a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, before we start talking about the chamber, what's the kind of the best way people can learn more about that game show place? Is it a website? Is it
Absolutely.
Instagram? Go ahead.
Best way to do it, like you had mentioned earlier, Jonathan, my business partner, he's great on social media. He creates great
content?
videos, content, things like that. In fact, the last one, it was so funny. One, we did a mock-up. It looked like we were on Netflix. And of all 3 of us, Monique, Jonathan, and I was the only one in the video other than our clients.
Okay, I saw that.
I posted that. I had so many people saying, when are you going to be on Netflix? I want to see that. And I was like, no. It's just a mock-up. We're not going to be on Netflix.
Don't get excited, people.
But, exactly. But that's the kind of content he creates, and it's fantastic content. So if you like us and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and as we half tongue-in-cheek say, we're also on MySpace, which is a real thing. MySpace is making its way back. So pretty much any social media, that game show place at fill in the blank, whatever it is.
Awesome.
And thatgameshowplace.com is our website. That's where you can see more videos and really detailed information about the company and how to book a party.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's your best ways.
So let's just switch gears a little bit. Let's switch gears into John Alfè, part of the Palm Harbor Chamber.
Sure.
And how you got involved and what your experience is, because you have a very good resume, and I look at that as being on the board at Feast.
Yes.
You love the Feast Food Pantry, which is amazing. I
Big,
think it's
big part of my life.
5,000 meals a month that they're doing, right? Which
they're doing a lot. Yeah.
Amazing.
It is.
But it's also alarming.
We'll
talk a little bit about that.
Yes.
But tell you about John Alfè, how he got involved in the chamber.
Sure. So even back in Pennsylvania and when I was down in Indian Shores, I'm a member of many chambers. But when I came to Palm Harbor, wanted to dive right into the community. That's kind of like what I like to do. And I'm a big fan of chambers of commerces in general because they really help and support, when done right, when done correctly, really help and support not only the community, but the businesses that are members. So whether you're a member or not, we're out there, we're helping people. Like Hero Fest was a big example. Yeah. It was the
very big hit.
Pinellas County Veterans Association, but in conjunction with the chamber. And I just found that when the chamber is involved with this community, great things happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great things happen. And we have our events, like you said, I think you and I met the first time 3-4 years ago at the Coffee and Connections, first Thursday of the month. Yep. And I like it because you may not be able to get to every event, but there's always something. Every Thursday, there's always something. There's the Coffee and Connections where you get to meet the community. You get to meet the Pinellas County sheriffs. You get to meet the commissioner. You get to meet the fire chief. Things like that. And since we're unincorporated in Palm Harbor, all the dignitaries, and you get to ask questions. They're there for you.
Exactly.
And just as they're there for you, the chamber is there for you also. Yeah. And it's just a great chamber. I've met a lot of great people.
Well, it's nice to have that open forum.
Yes.
Again, going back to what we were just talking about, the dignitaries, because a lot of people do have questions. Say we have construction issues sometimes. Sure. Depending on where you live. Yeah. US 19 is getting bottled up, and now they're creating all these overpasses. We have the Palm Harbor Commissioner, and we have the fire department chief there, and they got a new station coming. So it's nice to kind of ask them questions.
Absolutely.
Of what's going on.
Absolutely.
Might be something that's irritating you. Or something that they've done extremely well, and you want to point that out to them.
Right.
Like kind of a testimonial, if you will.
And since we are unincorporated Palm Harbor, it's great because not only do chamber members show up, but just the public. Yeah. And when we get the word out there and people come, coffee, a little breakfast, but you really, so much can be accomplished there, like you said, asking these dignitaries, questions and a much better knowledge base of what's going on in the community.
It's happening in your neighborhood, right?
Exactly. And then you might be able to enlighten them as to things that they're not aware of that maybe the county can help out with.
Yeah, because sometimes we get wrapped up in our own selves, right? And we're doing so many different things, and you're not sure what's going on. Like, example, the whole traffic scene on US 19. Yes. Lately, in the past 3 or 4 weeks, you see a lot of police officers going up and down and crossing the median and pulling a lot of people over because now that is a construction area, so the speed limit has come down, which a lot of people don't know. Because you see 55, now it's 45, and they're really snagging a lot of people. So.
They are, yeah.
But anyways.
But it's for safety, it's for safety purposes. So being a member of the chamber and just getting involved with the community, and chamber members, I've learned a lot about. I've become a better business owner as a result of it.
Why though? Why do you think that is? That's interesting. It just popped in my head. It's like, why do you think that helps you?
Honestly, because of all the chambers, I've nothing against the other chambers, but of all the chambers I am members of, the collaboration with other business owners is amazing. Okay. Not only on a social level, but just a business level. And you might come across something that in your business that you're like, wow, I don't know how to handle this right now, but I'll bet Kurt knows something, and I'll give Kurt a call because we're both members of the chamber, and he's probably got more experience with this particular issue than I have, and vice versa. You could come to me, and we have that collaboration. Yes. And then when you have 400 members or whatever, it's an amazing collaboration because you see a lot of the same people at many of the events. We were at that ribbon cutting yesterday, and there was like 40, 50 people there.
Yeah, I think it was like 50, 55 people there.
Amazing.
And they're newer members.
Yeah, exactly.
But guess what? They knew other members already, which was a positive.
It's a huge
We
positive.
don't encourage everybody, new members, to start their ribbon cutting 60, 90 days in from the business, right? We like to say, hey, you might want to wait about 6 months, right? The collaboration.
Get your name out there. Come to our events.
Come to our events that are happening on a daily basis, pretty much. So.
Yeah. And I love our ribbon cuttings because I always say to people, you can go to a lot of networking events, and they're very social, which is great because you still can conduct business, But the thing about ribbon cuttings is when you go to a ribbon cutting, that business remembers you.
They do.
You took the time out to say, hey, you're a new business, and I want to help you. How can I help you? That's what going to a ribbon cutting is all about.
Yeah, interesting you say that, because that whole ribbon, we want everybody to kind of write a little note on it.
Absolutely.
Good luck, you know, whatever it might be. And my wife went yesterday.
Yes.
And she forgot to sign it.
Right.
So she's actually going back today.
Just to sign it.
To sign it.
Sure. And they'll remember that.
But that means a lot.
It does.
It's
It's
really,
such a great
it means a lot
thing
to
do.
my wife, though. But it also means a lot to the owners.
And that's that collaboration. It's a two-way street, and we're helping each other because of it.
So what do you say to members that are watching, and they might be newer members, they might be members that have been around for 4 years and been around for 7 years,
right?
But they haven't taken that next step to get more involved. Because like you said, like 10, 15 minutes ago, when you become part of the chamber, you were like, what can I do? I want to get more involved. I'm all hands in. I'm jumping in the deep end. So what do you say to people that are kind of maybe on the fence or shy or whatever?
Here's how I like to answer that question. And again, just from my experience from so many chambers, not only in Pennsylvania, but Florida as well. So many people, they'll say be a member for a year, maybe 2, and then they cancel their membership. And as an ambassador, I like to call those and say, hey, you know, what did we do wrong? What could we have done more?
Okay.
And they say, well, I just didn't get anything out of it. And then my next question is, all right, well, how many events did you go to?
Right.
And a lot of them will say, well, I didn't go to any events.
Right.
Said,
Accountability, right?
Do you follow us on Facebook? Yes. Do you know that the events are available? Yes. Are you on the email chain? Yes. Okay. So what I want to say, and I'm not saying this to be, combative or anything, but what I would say to answer your question is, if you're going to join a chamber, this chamber or any chamber, you have to make a point. I know you can't go to every event. We're all business owners, we're entrepreneurs, and sometimes, there's just too many events. You just can't go to every one.
Sure.
But go to as many as you can. Because like I said, ribbon cuttings, people remember you.
Right.
People are going to help you because you've helped them. You've shown them that you care. And
100%.
Yeah. And then even the social events and the collaborative events where we
support this episode of the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce podcast and help us grow our community.
We're an exchange of ideas, exchange of information. Look, I really put my entrepreneurial skills into play after I moved to Florida. I was, business owner, but also not a business owner in Pennsylvania.
Right.
But when I came to Florida, I opened up my first business, and I can't tell you how valuable it is to go to these chamber events, collaborate with others, and you don't go to sell your product. You go to meet people and they meet you, and if they know you and they like you and they begin to trust you, it's amazing how people I've known, for example, if someone says to me, I need a good title company, Kurt and Lori Rhodes, there you go. Yeah. Because we've developed that
bond.
It's not just because Kurt and Lori are my friends. It's not because of that. It's just because I've seen you guys in action. Yeah. See what you do. I've been to your office. I see the quality of what you guys do, and boom, there you go.
Yeah.
And I never would have happened if we didn't collaborate as chamber members.
Well, if our audience is listening right now, and those chamber members are like, I'm just not sure. Again, we all have our Google calendars, right?
Yes.
If you have Samsung or Apple.
Sure.
But you can kind of put them down. Okay, let me just try to get to some of these.
Yes.
Because I think once people start to do that and they start to show up with 1, 2, 4, 8,
exactly,
it's amazing how much notoriety they get.
Right.
And you start building that trust. And me and you now titles, or hey, I want to play some Family Feud. Oh my gosh, and game show place.
Right.
You got to try the experience.
Yeah, you and Lori promote our places.
We're always trying to help each other.
Yesterday was a perfect example too, because we didn't have a part. Well, we had a party. Well, we had a party earlier for NPI. That's where I saw Lori.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we did a game show for them.
Right.
And then we did yesterday was our scheduled biannual cleaning of the place, and we had and we were adding some stuff to the set just to make it something different again for the experience. And I said to Jonathan and Monique, I said, but I have to leave at 5:30. And they're like, okay, why? I said, because there's a ribbon cutting. That's how important it is.
It is.
It's important that you, like you were saying, we all have our calendars, whichever calendar software we use. You get that email or you get that blurb on Facebook. Always throw it on your calendar.
Absolutely.
Whether you can make it or not initially. If you have a conflict, keep it on your calendar anyway.
And share it.
Yes.
Share the newsletter.
Exactly.
Share the newsletter.
Share the newsletter. Sharing on Facebook.
Because you can't go.
It's so easy.
You have because there's so many people that follow you, so
Yes.
many people that follow you, so many people that follow me, and so on and so forth, right?
Exactly.
It's a combination of
Absolutely.
It's like domino effect.
Absolutely. And if you can share that information, and then you start finding ways to, you're going to be able to go to some of them.
Yeah.
And if you go to some of them, people get to know you. They start liking you.
Right.
They trust you.
Right.
Because it's not only your product or your service, but it's you. You know, if there's a ton of people doing the business that you do, it doesn't mean you're going to get lost in the shuffle. It's your opportunity to show why you stand out.
Right.
And like I said, when you go to these events, you're not selling. You're just getting to know people.
Yeah.
And they'll
or
remember
instead
that.
of trying to sell or, hey, John, here's my business card,
Right.
which is kind of, I think, standoffish for the most part.
Absolutely.
It's like, hey, John, nice to meet you. Oh, you're at the game show place. How can I help you?
Exactly. That's
Right?
exactly right. That's the best way to involve yourself in the chamber.
But that can also be a challenge for someone that is new to the chamber.
Oh, for sure.
Right? So again, speaking to the audience, I think when talking to newer members, I always ask them, what is your personal challenge?
Oh, great question.
And they say, and 9 times out of 10, it's themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, sometimes they'll be not
breaking out of that
they'll,
shell.
They'll give you the stiff arm. Well, you know, I had the kids and I got this and I got that, and I'm like, okay.
Absolutely.
But you just pointed out, hit the nail on the head. You said at 5:30, I have to be at that ribbon cutting.
It's that.
So
important.
whatever you gotta do, I gotta leave
at 5:30. Yeah.
At 5:30.
And it was great for me, and it was great for the new company that we were celebrating.
Yeah.
And
I just love the emotion that they showed because Heather and Tracy at Flow Life, newer members, right?
Yes.
And I can't remember which one's which right now because I just got
yes.
know. But the blonde hair one, talking to the microphone, talking about their husbands and her dad. And
absolutely.
Got emotional. You could see the kind of the glassy eyes.
Yes.
But she's looking at everybody and she's pretty much overwhelmed because there's 50, 60 people there supporting her.
Yes.
And again, I think a lot of those people didn't really know her, but they wanted to get to know her. Why?
Of course, yeah.
Because they're chamber members, they care, they want to help.
And they had that, like you said, that emotion where it's like, this isn't just a sales pitch. This isn't like, okay, I'm going to cut a ribbon and I'll talk to you whenever.
Right.
This was almost like, we will see them at other ribbon cuttings. We will see them at chamber events.
Yes, I truly believe that.
Yes, because they see the value.
Yeah.
And when you bring all those people, like I say, ribbon cuttings are the best thing. If you see our calendar of events and go to the ribbon cutting. If you can only go to one, go to the ribbon cutting.
Yes. I'll take you back to our experience because I don't think you were here yet, and I don't think so because this was in our first year at Clear Title.
Okay.
So I think it was in April of 2019.
Okay.
And we had 81 people there.
Oh, wow.
Now, people at home going, oh my gosh, why did you wait a year to do your ribbon cutting? Man, you should have done it right away. You could create that notoriety. And you're shaking your head, right?
No.
I mean,
because you would have got 5.
Right, yeah, exactly. I would have 5
Who
people.
are these people?
You have to build
yes.
those relationships.
Absolutely.
Maybe new, maybe 5 or 10, 15 people.
Exactly.
But I look at that picture because it's on our Facebook page, kind of deep into our pictures and whatever.
Yes.
But I look back and go, oh my gosh, look at all those people.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing.
Boom.
And that's
I
great networking.
And I look at it and go, I still know every single person.
Yes, that is amazing.
Right?
That's amazing.
That's what ribbon cutting, I think, is all about right there.
What makes it so valuable.
Because I knew when all those 81 people came there, I'm like, man, when are you going to have a ribbon cutting?
Yes, exactly.
When are you going to have one?
Yes.
When are you going to have
Because I want to go.
Right.
Yeah, you supported me. I'm coming to see you, too.
I want 81 people.
Exactly,
Right?
yes.
I mean, our business has flourished in the 7 years, right?
That's fantastic.
Your business is flourished.
Yeah, 18 months, it's amazing.
I mean,
we're doing great. And there's so much more out there that we can touch. That's what makes it so exciting.
1% of it.
That's what we said the other day. 1-2% if we're lucky.
Yeah.
1-2%.
Right.
And I just can't wait to triple that, quadruple that, just keep growing.
I think Oliver from
St. Pete Clearwater.
Visit St. Pete Clearwater.
Yes. Yeah, good guy.
Thank you. He was talking about, you guys need to come down to St. Pete area.
Yes, yeah, that's if you want to talk about that game show place, that's our goal to start spreading out to other communities.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, again, I mean, look at that. What other advice can you give to our chamber members?
Really, again, it just comes down to that interaction, that collaboration. When I became the honorary mayor, which was a great thing that I did for a couple years, I feel better giving than getting. Right. And if you're a member or you're a prospective member, just know that this community is going to help you in any way they possibly can based on your needs. And that interaction, that collaboration, those multiple opportunities to see others, interact with others, it's a learning experience and it's also a teaching experience.
Yes.
And that's what makes the chamber fantastic.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Sure. Well, so join. You won't
join, right?
You won't be.
Or call the chamber and ask some questions, because I think some people do have some questions. They're kind of a little standoffish.
Sure.
They're trying to figure out maybe they had a bad experience.
Or call me. Call Kurt. Yeah. You know.
Right.
Look at our phone numbers. We can help you out. You won't be disappointed. It's a great chamber. I owe a lot of my success to this chamber.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, John, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
That game show place was just here.
Thatgameshowplace.com if you want to check us out.
There you go.
Kurt, thanks for having me.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Great seeing you.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Palm Harbor Chamber newsletter for updates and the next episode. A big thank you to our trustees for their incredible support. This podcast was produced by ABS Photo and Video.